There are certain arranging structures you'll find occurring frequently in spots. A very common structure and storyline device is that of the problem solution. This makes a lot of sense considering that branding and sales create their effect by offering solutions to people's problems. And sometimes products come into existence which make people aware of problems they never even knew they had. But that's a whole nother story. It's important to recognize the problem-solution structure because you'll want to look out for it when you analyze your video for scoring. As an example, take a pharmaceutical spot that opens with a problem. Let's say people that get migraine headaches. Well, the music can amplify the painful feeling that migraines produce with a dark and depressing soundtrack. The music reflects the problem and heightens the emotional feeling connected with that problem. And when the product suddenly enters, it's as though the hero has showed up to save the day and get rid of headaches. To be effective, the music should shift into solution mode here and make it clear that when you use this particular product, you'll feel good. The audience will most likely not pay too much conscious attention to the shift in musical tone, but they should definitely be able to feel it and therefore to understand the value the product can bring to their lives. Starting out with the problem section, which might be the first 5 to 10 seconds of the spot, will typically get us working in a minor key, since minor keys help to create that dark and depressing feeling. Once the product enters, we can switch to a major key and perhaps pick up the pace of tempo or get into some kind of rhythm or groove. Another common structure is the simple linear build, where the music will start relatively sparse and build progressively every 2 or 4 bars. Because we're working in a shortened format, things need to build much quicker than they would, for example, on a record track or film score cue. For every 2 or 4 bars, let's say, a new musical element or build should be introduced. For example, we start with a drum beat as a 2-bar intro. Then on bar 3, we can bring in our bass line and guitar part. 4 bars later, we can add a second guitar part. And 4 bars after that, maybe we can add a tambourine rhythm, and so on until we reach the peak of the track at the end of the spot. So in this structure, we're essentially taking the audience on a journey where the intensity increases throughout the spot, and hopefully generates a heightened emotion by the time it's over. Another commonly requested structure is called a donut.
Yummy!
A donut structure is exactly what it sounds like. It has a hole in the middle of it, which leaves room for the VO or announcer's voice. So this structure might start with, let's say, 10 seconds of lyrical tag or melodic hook, followed by 10 seconds of VO, succeeded by 10 final seconds of lyrical tag or melodic hook. These timings can vary, of course, but the basic idea is that the music track leaves room in the middle for the VO to do its thing, and bookends it with more active musical or lyrical content. So the music in the middle of the track functions more like a music bed, a simpler and less busy section of the music, and works underneath the voiceover without conflicting with it. Well, we're going to get further now into the nitty-gritty of spots as we talk about some of their common genres and related musical styles. So let's move on.